Hi everyone, today we are driving the 2026 Volvo EX60 plug-in hybrid. So what we have today is the plug-in hybrid version of the kind of a mid-size SUV from Volvo, and what we have on the board today is the mid-trim, which is called Plus. So technically Volvo offers like 3 different trims for all of these SUVs, which Plus is just right in the middle. So it doesn't offer some of the features, and it just includes a couple of features in comparison to the base trim, which is called the Core. So what we have today is the plug-in hybrid version of the Volvo, which technically means that it offers a lot of power. It just combines a fully electric motor with these gas-powered engine. But in total, they are just making 450 around 52 horsepower, as well as 530 pound-feet of torque, which I think for an SUV of this size, which is kind of a mid-size SUV, is a lot of torque and a lot of power. And we will see that throughout this test drive, that this car has abundant power. And I think the 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers on this car is around 4.8 to 5 seconds, which is phenomenal. So what we are doing right now is just we are on this like electric only mode, which means that only the electric motor is actually being used, and it just has enough torque and enough power to go any speeds, and it won't disappoint you at all. You see that we have these power and charge meter here, because right now we are on that mode, which technically uses the electric motor only. And since we are just driving low speeds, actually it's just very quiet inside. The first thing to notice is like very smooth as well. Like you don't feel a lot of like, you know, bumps, and the car is not shaking as much. So yeah, Volvos are always like pretty good with their suspensions and stuff, and this is definitely one of the examples here. We have a couple of different drive modes here. Off-road, obviously this car is not made for off-road, but it is there for some reason. We have this power, and which is, since he just changes that to the meter there, and we have the hybrid, which the car decides whether you want to use the electric motor or the gas engine. But if you just change it to pure, which it does not allow me anymore, I think maybe the car is out of battery or something. It is just using the full electric motor, which the range is around like 60 kilometers. So if you have, you know, your commute is just around 60 or less than that, then you're always gonna be on electric mode, meaning you technically have an EV car. And the price range for these Volvo XC60 is around like above like 60 grand up to 75-ish for the top trim Ultra. And the good thing, as I said, about this car is that, you know, it just offers both the electric and the gas-powered engine. So if you just run out of electricity, you're good. You can just, you know, use the gas engine, so you won't need to be panicked about finding the next charger. And it has a lot of power, which we will test in a sec. One thing that I love about driving this car right now is that the steering wheel is so light. Like, it's just one of the lightest steering wheels that I've ever experienced on the cars that I've driven so far. I usually like compliment Hondas for having good steering wheel, but this is just a bit better than Hondas. Actually, it's so good. Like, the steering wheel is so light. We'll see on the high speeds how it performs, but right now on low speeds, so easy to turn, and just makes driving 100% easier than other competitors. And yeah, as soon as you put your foot on the gas, this car goes without any issues. Like 450 horsepower is just a lot of power for a car of this size. I mean, it's just crazy. Like 530 pound-feet of torque is just unbelievable number, and no issues. Like, wow. It's like, it's so good. Like, wow. Like, it's not even on this like power mode. Now we have the electricity, like battery charge a bit more, so we can have the pure mode. So let's just start with the pure mode. So it's not as peppy as you would expect when you are on these power mode, I mean the pure mode, actually, because, you know, it's only the, let me just close this up. Yeah, because it's just the electric motor, and it's not as powerful as the other components. But as soon as you put it in power, which is, you know, combining the maximum efficiency from this car, like this engine, then it's just so good. Like any speeds, merging on the highway, going as fast as you want, absolutely no issues. It doesn't allow you to shift, so I can't do regular things with the transmission here. But it got an 8-speed automatic transmission on the board. It doesn't have any CVTs or anything like that. But power-wise, it's so good. Like for an SUV, a family SUV luxury car, it has more than enough power. Like it's so powerful. It shouldn't be that much. I mean, it might get, you know, I don't know, dangerous for some people driving this car. I have no idea how powerful this one is. Maybe you can't control it or something, but it's just like so powerful. And this engine is standard across all the trims, so even if you go with the base trim, it's going to be the same engine and everything. All the setup will be exactly the same. So let's just, and the engine noise is just so good. And it just, without any hesitation, it reaches 140 kilometers. This is, it's just unbelievable car, actually. Power wise, it's so good. I mean, I had a video on the Mazda CX-70. It has the same price range, and it's also a plug-in hybrid, but this one is just way better than that one in terms of like power and drivetrain, and even the smoothness is just 10 times better than the Mazda CX-70. This one is like crazy powerful. And engine wise and transmission wise, it is unbelievable actually. It's so good, so powerful. Anyways, let's just put it in the hybrid mode maybe, so yeah, slow things down. So this car offers, like any Volvos, lots of active safety features and stuff, and it can be easily activated with the push of a button, which basically, you know, keeps you centered in the lane. This is called like a pilot assist from Volvo. So right now it's just, you know, keeping the car centered, and you see the speed is just written over there, and it's just driving by itself, and it can be activated on any speeds. And the good thing about this one is just like it's so easy, asking you to keep your hand on the steering wheel obviously, but it is so easy to operate, and it just works extremely well. Like Volvo is just very good with safety and stuff, and this is just definitely one of the cases. Like all the active safety features are available, and they're just working at their best and very easy. Like I love how Volvo make these parts like very simple. Like I think it's just like a lot simpler than other cars. Like only a couple of buttons, and everything can be activated with just one button. You just push this middle one, deactivate, activate, and that's it. The speed is there, the car is driving by itself, and that's it. So nothing complicated at all, and just works at their best. So yeah, engine wise, driving experience wise, it is just extremely good. Like if you're comparing this car to other similar cars like a CX-70, I think this is just a lot better than that one actually. Let's look at it. Technology wise, the CX-70 is offering like a non-touch infotainment system. This is like a Google built-in infotainment system, and it's touch, and it's massive. But maybe the only complaint about these cars so far is that all that stuff are just being controlled here. So while I'm driving right now, if I want to change something in the climate control, then I just have to, you know, go through these menus and just click like 10 times to just adjust my climate control, or I don't know, heated seat and stuff, which is very annoying. And even for drive modes, you just have to, you know, go here. There are only a couple of physical buttons here, but the overall I don't know, experience is just might be a bit complicated, or just, you know, you need a bit of time to get used to this vehicle. But apart from that, this screen is so good. It's extremely responsive, and I love we have Google built in, which shows the map right there in the gauge cluster. Makes everything 10 times more easier. You don't need to be on the map, you can just do whatever you want to do, and the map is just right there. So it just makes everything a lot better. Let's put it in the power mode again. This is just so good. I wish they had like a paddle shifters or something to just, you know, allow you to shift by yourself and have more fun with this powerful engine that this car offers. But yeah, just shifting, like as soon as you put your foot on the gas, it is okay. I mean, it just downshifts okay. It's not obviously a sports car, so it doesn't tell you maybe a lot of information about which gear you're in and all that stuff, but it is quick to downshift and get up to speed. So yes, you won't have any issues at all. One thing that I love about Volvos is just the gauge cluster. They're always very innovative with what they are just putting right there in the gauge cluster, and this is definitely one of them. We have like a 12.5-inch gauge cluster here, which is very, very sharp, and you always have the map right there. And this is actually the Google Maps. You also have like 3 different views, but I love to have like map over there. It just makes, you know, allows you to do whatever you want to do on that screen, and you know, just lots of information there, and actually like very, very responsive. You know, just the sharpness is very good, the size is extremely good. Like anything about this gauge cluster is just absolutely perfect with this vehicle. Like having the map here just makes the driving 10 times easier. I wish this car had a heads-up display though. Maybe the heads-up display is something that is missing from this trim. We also have these, you know, traffic sign reader as well, just showing you the speed limits and stuff here. And the brake feel is also like very good. We have the regenerative braking and stuff, so we expect the brakes to be a little bit different than other like non-hybrid cars, but this one is just very good. No issues about that as well. All right, so here we are in the parking lot. Before we just stop completely, I just want to show the backup camera, which actually it's not a backup camera, it's just like a 360 camera, which Volvo always offers, and it's just at its best. We have, you know, all the different views, like on the sides, above view, like a 360 camera, which you can technically see your car from above, front, rear, all different camera modes, and it's just very, very high quality and sharp. I love how Volvo puts it like different, you know, on different cars to put this 360 camera, but keep that in mind that it's only available on the Plus and above. On the core trim, if you go with the base trim, this 360 camera is not available. So let me just put the car in the park. And a park, yeah, perfect. And to this, so apart from what I mentioned, definitely this gauge cluster is a huge plus. You can see we also have the range for the electric motor as well as the internal combustion engine, so we have still 51 kilometers of the electric motor left, meaning that I could drive technically 51 kilometers extra right now without burning any gas, which is amazing for these plug-in hybrid vehicle. I mentioned the gauge cluster. We have, you know, the 2-person memory seat for the driver, and both sides obviously are power adjustable. We have an amazing, I just love these material for this, you know, these seats, and we have this Sweden flag here, and making sure that you know where these comes from. And these door handles, like extremely solid, and I love how they look. Probably typical, similar to a Honda Civic. Anywhere you touch, this is just a mid trim, so it's not actually the top of the line, but it's still anywhere you touch are just leather wrapped and high quality, extremely high quality, like the steering wheel. I love the kind of a wood design with these I think it's like plastic, but it just looks luxurious, shining, kind of a okay plastic here. And as I said, this screen is massive. It's like 11.5-inch. It's just lots of different features going on here. Technically everything about your car will be controlled from here, but as I said, could be annoying because you just have to control technically everything in your car from here. You see here driving controls and everything are just from here, which could be annoying for some people, but I love these kind of buttons. What I love is just their quality, like these sound and these, you know, clicking sound, and the quality is extremely good, like amazing. And I love the shifter from Volvo. They were just using a crystal shifter, make the car look 10 times more luxurious with that thing. It's just a bit weird, might be sometimes, but I mean, overall design is just extremely good. And we have this kind of a unique start-stop engine for Volvo right there. You just have to turn to the right to turn on the car and turn it off, and auto hold and stuff, same thing. Very small cup holder, I mean center console here, 2 cup holders here, and a massive panoramic sunroof. We have the Harman Kardon sound system as well, which sounds amazing. And yeah, let's just hop out to see what this car actually looks for a 2026 model. So yeah, as I said, we have an XC60, so we expect it to be a little bit smaller than the XC90, which is the flagship, you know, biggest SUV that Volvo offers. And I mean, in terms of the lights and everything, obviously all the elements are, you know, LEDs and stuff, like, you know, it's typical on all these cars at these price to be like that. And you can see like the lights and everything. Or, you know, let's just unlock the car. This is like a signature Volvo headlights, and we have these two-tone kind of a grille here, and we have these camera showing that we have a 360 camera on the board. Obviously the mirrors and everything are just, you know, power folding, heated, and blind spot monitoring. Obviously we have the smaller rims here, but this is because of the winter package. If you get, you know, if you just check the website Volvo, you just see that it's just bigger on what they advertise. And we have the kick sensor here. I hope it works. Let me see, or anyways, let me just open up the trunk. But we have a kick sensor. For some reason it doesn't want to cooperate right now. And we have a massive trunk, typical on from, you know, these SUV size. We don't have a 3-row seating, but this is like a good amount of space, and you can adjust the height of these tailgate as well. And the overall design is nice. I mean, Volvo's has been designing their car for like 10-15 years like this, and I think their design is timeless, and it still looks pretty good and pretty unique as well. It doesn't look like any other car. And with that said, we have reached the end of these test drive for the 2026 Volvo XC60, the plug-in hybrid version. So if you have any questions about these cars or any suggestions, I would be happy to see them down below in the comment sections, and hope to see you all in the next videos. Thank you.